Hey, it's Couch Potato. I'm back with another video. This one is going to be titled 15 Games That Need a Reboot or New Life. As far as I know, all these games, they do not have a new game coming out, or I haven't heard of a new game in the series coming out. So these are all games or series that need to get redone or a new addition added to the series. This is just my personal 15 that I've picked. I'm sure there's a lot more. In the comment section you can comment any other games that you would like to see redone, either remastered or put back out onto a video form, or into video game form. So we'll start off with Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Definitely a game that I sunk many hours into and is very fun to play. If you like dungeon crawlers, it's like a must play, and it was fantastic. I like the fact that you could import your character from the first game to the second game. Just awesome. And then another one, since it's in the same kind of category, same type of game, Champions of Norath. Champions of Norath needs another installment or remaster, because it would be fantastic to play it with like updated graphics or get a whole new one made. So I would love to see those two get made. Next we have one of my favorites of all time, Twisted Metal 2. Game is really fun to play. It's really fun to play with your friends or even by yourself, and one of my favorites. My favorite was Grasshopper, even though she got damaged when she did her special move, which was kind of crappy, but it was my character. And then you could unlock Minion. That was a lot of fun to play as him too. His special move was super overpowered. But Twisted Metal 2 needs a remaster desperately, in my opinion. I know they did a Twisted Metal game on PS3, but this one, Twisted Metal 2, all they need to do is update the graphics and come out with it again, and I will instantly buy it. Alright, next we have Grandia. The series, now I picked Grandia 2 because it's my personal favorite, but the whole series, Grandia, needs another game. We need a Grandia 3, and we need that, in my opinion. So I would love to see a Grandia 3. Probably never, like a lot of these games, that will probably never happen, but this is just my dream. And since it's on Dreamcast, I can dream. And yeah, Grandia, they need a new game in the series desperately. And I heard that Grandia 1 and Grandia 2 is going to be put onto the Nintendo Switch, which I'm super excited about. But I would love to have a whole new game and a whole new experience with Grandia. Alright, sticking with RPGs, we have Wild Arms 3. Wild Arms as a series, I believe, needs a whole new game. I know there's like 6 of them if you count Alter Code F. But I would love to have an updated one that goes back to like the original turn-based combat, classic style of Wild Arms. Wild Arms as a series, I find it refreshing because it's an RPG classic in a sense, but it put a different spin on it, putting you in like the Western type of genre, I guess you could say, and the ability to use guns and stuff really matched well with the turn-based combat and the Wild West style, which I really enjoyed. Just a really nice series, and I believe it needs another installment. And next we have a game I played so much on the original Xbox, Blood Omen 2, but any of the Legacy of Kain games need a reboot or a new series. I would love for them to remaster this. I know it'll probably never happen, but it would be pretty awesome. And then Legacy of Kain overall just needs a whole new game with modern graphics and playability. Just a fantastic series, and fun to play. And then we have another beloved RPG, Skies of Arcadia. We need a Skies of Arcadia 2. I'm sure a lot of people agree with that. This is a excellent old school RPG, and it needs to have a reboot of the series. Would love to get Skies of Arcadia 2, or even a remaster of Skies of Arcadia, but I'm not sure if they've done that or not, but definitely a game that needs a new life. Then we have Ready to Rumble Boxing. This one probably would surprise a lot of people, but it would be fun to have a, over-the-top boxing game, something that you can just play a few minutes here and there, just play a match, just something really fun, not too serious, not too simulated, just a fun boxing game. You can just go in, beat up somebody, and then get out. So Ready to Rumble, would love to see that rebooted or remastered. Next we have SWAT. The SWAT series, I know a lot of it's on PC, but it would be sweet to have a SWAT game on modern consoles, even on Nintendo Switch, and it's just a fun series to me. I really enjoyed it. I like the tactical aspect of it, and it's just fun to play as like a SWAT team trying to, free a hostage situation or, arrest a bad guy or whatever. So SWAT, I think, needs a new life, and just a game that I enjoyed playing when I was younger. Next we have Reloaded, another fun game that I played a lot when I was younger. It's a little dated now, but it's still fun to play. But it would be nice to get a remaster or a new version of this. I am a huge fan of dungeon crawlers, so any chance that I can to get a new dungeon crawler is definitely welcome to me. And this was a fun series that kind of just lost steam, probably because it was like super 90s. But it would be awesome to get a nice, dungeon crawler that's super gory and just over the top. All right, and then we have Siphon Filter. I believe the last Siphon Filter game was on the PSP, but it would be nice to find a new game of Siphon Filter. Just a, classic series. Everyone who had a PlayStation probably played this game or know someone who had this game, and just was really fun to play at the time. I haven't played in a long time, so I'm sure it's dated a little bit, but one that I would love to see either remastered or a new game in the series. Next we have Sunset Riders. It's an arcade classic, a Sega classic, Super Nintendo classic. I have the Sega Genesis version. I actually won this in an auction, which was nice. But Sunset Riders should have an updated version. It'd be perfect for like the Switch or even the Vita. You could just take it on the go and play real quick. But a remastered or even a new Sunset Riders game would be awesome with the modern day graphics. And it would just be a fun time. Something quick and easy. I find a lot of games nowadays are like super in depth and you got to dump tons of hours into it. So it's refreshing when you find games that, don't require all that time invested, especially if you're older like me and you got work and all this other stuff. You just don't have time to sink like 60, 90 hours into a game. So it's hard for me to get into a lot of modern games, like especially RPGs, because I just don't have the time to invest into those type of games. So it'd be nice to get a new Sunset Riders. And then next we have Vector Man, another classic game. I think it was a Sega Genesis only game, and it would be sweet to have a new Vector Man game with updated graphics. it was a really cool concept, and I really enjoyed playing it. I remember it being pretty tough, but you know, most games of this time period were pretty tough, and it would just be awesome to be able to play a new version of this, even if it stuck to the side-scrolling thing, but just updated the graphics, you know, better backgrounds and stuff, would be fantastic. Another one that would be good on Switch or Vita. And then there's a couple games I do not have currently, but I would like to get. So I'll just read them off real quick. One would be Dino Crisis. And Dino Crisis, kind of like Resident Evil, but with dinosaurs. And a lot of people have fond memories of it, or at least remember playing it. So it would be sweet to see a new Dino Crisis. I know they just made the Resident Evil 2 remaster or remake, which was fantastic, and it's, you know, one of the best remade games ever. And it would be really awesome to get a Dino Crisis remaster or remake, you know, so you could relive that. And with the modern day graphics and everything, I think it would just really be an awesome game to have. And then one of my fondest gaming memories, and I really wish they would come out with a second one, and I'm surprised I don't own this, but I would rather have it complete in box, and I just haven't wanted to spend the money on that yet, but was Mario RPG. Mario RPG, one of the gaming memories that I have, and I'm going to do a video on my biggest gaming memories from when I was younger and throughout my gaming life. So Mario RPG is one that I want to get complete in box. So I guess I'm going to start keeping a lookout for it, because there's a lot of sentimental value there too. My mom bought it for me when my dad was in the hospital with his brain tumor. So it was something that kind of lighten my mood during that time period, because it's just a comical, excellent RPG. And Mario RPG, I wish they would make a Mario RPG 2 and not just remaster it, so we could get a whole new experience. And I know Nintendo can do it, and I don't know why they're sitting on it and not doing anything with it, but we need a Mario RPG 2. And then lastly, I know it's super 90s game, but a lot of my childhood was in the 90s, so Road Rash is a series that I would love to see in a modern system. Give me Forza graphics with Road Rash playstyle. It would be fantastic, super fun. It would be super fun online. You could race against tons of people online and just do the Road Rash thing where you just beat people off their bikes. It would be an incredible experience to relive, especially with modern gaming and the, online playability. You could definitely do it. I would love to see it. It'll probably never happen, but yeah, that's the list of 15 games. 15 games that I enjoyed, and I'm sure a lot of other people enjoyed, or maybe they haven't played it yet, and it would be nice for them to be able to experience it. So like I said, in the comments section, just leave a message, and any other games that you can think of that need a remake or a remaster, drop it in the comments section. And a lot of these series are gone and forgotten, it feels like, but a lot of them are still loved and a lot of them are still played. So it would be nice, to be able to play it on modern systems, modern TVs, and also things like Vita and Switch where you could take it on the go. So with that, I'll just end the video. Do your thing. One love.